librarian holds a wealth of knowledge for any that wish to walk amongst its shelves.
Okay, so we've got a few people in here that we can speak with.
I've waited so long for these. There are some things you simply cannot do with ordinary blades. Beautiful, exquisite things. The city has no parallel, and it's only half built. I can't even conceive of all the contributions we will make to these lands in learning and policy. It is where the greatest minds of the gnomes, the scholars, can determine the underlying rules and laws of existence. From here, our power is born. I got my start doing vivisections in the laboratories. I showed enough knowledge of humoral balance and physiology that I was asked to join the Basilica.
Vivisections, yikes.
My colleagues are always at the forefront of research. I must stay at my best to keep up. Very well.
I do not want to hear about your vivisections.
While you are welcome to walk the aisles, I cannot say there is much available for one of your kind. There is the librarium and the basilica. Very well.
So it seems we already talked to this guy.
Well, when I sent O'Dern to recruit subjects, I didn't think I'd find one quite as tall as yourself. But he has done well. In fact, I'd say you make the perfect test case for my newest work. In so many words, yes, I'm developing a potion vital for future diplomacy. One that will let the user understand foreign tongues.
Oh,
But it
translation
requires
potion.
calibration.
Nice.
Currently, the potion grants universal understanding, but it will not properly permit speech. I will administer a new formula. The spells in my lab shall localize the effects, so I can ask a few questions of you in various tongues. Yes. Now, I will just administer the potion and we can begin. Yes?
This has the potential to be very hilarious. And very interesting for me as a trained translator. Rest in peace, magnificent Titan. Also, what the actual fuck? I thought this was a language study. Ma'am?
If you can understand what I am saying, please tell me my name. Very well. I shall ask another question. Tell me, where can I find the Court of Summer? I see. Here's my final question. There is an army of Fae named the Tuatha. Tell me, where are they from? Well, that was less successful than I would have liked, but the data will be useful to me nonetheless. I'm happy to have had your help with this. Take these potions as a reward with my thanks. The Basilica is currently funding more remote experiments than ever before. Why would they do so much work externally? Makes it difficult to keep track of it all. I've specialized in the study of languages and discourse. Of course, the Basilica sees no end of political applications for my research, so I'm happy to be well funded. Not all the scholars are dedicated to academia. Some, like Ailily Ehrencourt, are put on bureaucratic duties between projects. It's not always ideal. Yes.
Alright. Well, I don't think we got the optimal outcome for this quest, but we did get an outcome, so, you know. I'll take it.
You wish to speak?
Oh wait, no, this is where we came from. Dum-dum-dum.
Be quick.
That's just a normal Praetorian. Everybody loves chickens. 0% chance of getting caught, we're taking that. I've already received several complaints from the scholars in the walls about losing the Sandstone Villa as new workspace. Apparently this guest, whoever it is, takes precedence. I find this hard to believe, especially with what happened at Alistar Tower. But this is coming from high up, not much for us to do regarding it. D. Alright.
Blessings to you.
Blessings to you. Blessings to you.
Have you come to the Isles on any business? Please state your intention. I'm quite busy. While my background lies in the study of magical acuity contextualized by race, somehow I ended up being a Basilica liaison to the Domus concerning Fae and Alfar. It is the product of centuries of learning. Here we distill the experiences of our race into axioms, knowledge that future generations may live by. The scholars first found this crater, brimming with strange potential. In studying the area, more equipment than people came, until a city was born. I see. Blessings to you.
Alright. Let's get out of here.
Yes?
But your latest treatise very clearly states that the evidence actually supports the contrary.
She is so upset. We're gonna talk to her first before we go in there.
What?
Because the quest that we have marked right now is the
Fancy a chat?
is the quest for the main story.
Isn't a lot that gets a Burke through the day in the quarters. I'll spend a few minutes on conversation, surely. Finally.
Okay, we already talked. That's the rude lady. Okay, yeah, we already talked to her.
What? What?
Alright, we don't care about Bravatil's books. These are all scholars, citizens, scholar citizens, scholar citizens. These two are actually named, so we gotta talk to these first, then we can talk to this guy, and then Optien. Let's go.
Good day, Strange. Ah, enjoying a tour of our great city. It is beautiful. From here all the way to Sandstone Villa. It was born during the early years of the war, though thankfully away from the conflict. Perhaps the greatest house of learning in all of the Phalanx. The complexity of ideas and thought within is truly astounding. I oversee much of our economic relations with other powers. Gold is the road to diplomacy, in many respects. I must get back there soon. I don't spend nearly as much time in the librarium as I would like. We are the principals of Edessa, so to speak. With our hands and voices, we guide our brethren and neighbors. Travel far.
I hear the bursars will loan money to its clients. We have been asked to make all efforts to help you enjoy your stay.
The Memoir of Galenon Hegem. According to the title, this is a chapter from the Memoirs of Galenon Hegem, the gnomish mason who designed and oversaw the construction of most of Edessa. There's an interesting note near the bottom of the page alluding to a treasure hid somewhere in the city. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, there's Magnus. This one. Chapter 1, Preliminary Plans. When I first looked upon the site, it was but a crater with a glimpse of opportunity for greatness. From the nearby quarries of Upper Tier, veins of white stone, rare for the tier, were unearthed, and from that was born my masterpiece. The city would be a shining jewel among the red rocks, a rose in the desert. It all started here in this simple library. Once a fortress, a place for study, it has since become so much more. All tales begin and end in these halls of knowledge, including, reader, a tale that starts with you. My city is my labor of love, and one that seeks to know it, as I know, will be rewarded. There is a prize hidden in plain sight for any curious enough to find, if the searcher will but walk from the birth of the city to its end. First, I built the librarium. And once it was completed, I turned to the Praetorian garrison to protect and uphold the troops we housed in these isles. Okay, so we're basically gonna have to take a very specific route for the city. Need to find the second chapter. Do we have any idea where this is? Somewhere outside. But first we gotta speak to Etienne.
Keep walking, long legs.
You're alive. What an unexpected and quite unfortunate turn of events.
What did you expect?
For starters, I expected you to be rotting in a sandy ditch somewhere. Supper for the carrion birds. Understand, you and I are alike. All we both want is to see this business reach its end. Did it? Here you stand, suspecting me of a great many crimes, yet unable to lift a finger. Tell me, who has the power? Or what? You'll slaughter me in a murderous rage? Typical. Your kind is as predictable as it is stupid. I'm afraid you'll find me quite hard to kill. Unfortunately, I cannot say the same for you. Attack me in this city, and I won't just have you clapped in irons. No, I'll hand you over to the scholars in the Basilica for research. A long career supporting vivification research has left me with certain advantages. You could say I'm more resilient than most of your enemies.
Mm-hmm.
The wise and the foolish both die. Is that justice? With the will of souls, I can change that. I can choose who deserves life. To think that yous gave away such a gift to you. Well, we've seen how you wasted your life. Perhaps I'll give Intrinio your corpse to examine. After all, you met your first death as his assistant. It would be a reunion.
You know how I died?
Of course. And it's such a pity you'll never find out.
Very rude. Chase Octien, local map. Up here, let's go. Oh, boss battle. Nice. Let's put on Relentless Assault. We gotta get rid of these guys first, I guess. Yeah. Oh, we can't even loot? Rude. Okay, I'm getting stun locked here. Do we have any minor potions? No. Then we can just take one of the greater ones. Oh, for crying out loud, let me at least put on my skill. I wouldn't what now? Say that again? I can't hear you.
Well, If setting fire to the livrarium and hiring assassins is not an admission of guilt on Octien's part, I certainly don't know what is. It is clear that we Templars must make him assume responsibility for his actions, overt as well as hidden. Even though you went against my explicit instruction, you were effective. You have my respect.
So Octien's finished. I mean, he's pretty much lying there splattered on the floor, so I think finished is a pretty good way to put it, right?
Should he survive the wounds earned in battle, I should think so. To that effect, I have ordered a moratorium on all of his current studies and projects. Or perhaps save this mysterious Well of Souls. That one will take some deliberation, considering its various ethical and societal ramifications. Regardless, Gnome Society is in your debt, and we always pay what is owed. Ventrinio Desalini, one name I never expected to be brought into this business. It seems he has escaped the gallows yet again. I believe your friend Scholar Hughes may be able to help. While you were here, my people found him salvaging the tomes Octien attempted to burn. Now, you must excuse me. A Templar has fallen from power, and Edessa's...
Hang on, let me just get rid of this bot. Boop. Ban. Done. Oh. Refresh chat. There we go. So he's not dead yet? Wow. He must be made of some tough stuff.
You again. What is it you require of me? You can leave me to deal with Octien. I believe Fomris Hughes is on his way here, with information more pertinent to you.
I still can't hand in the other quest that I have with her. This is ridiculous.
It was my mistake to assume that Octien would go quietly, or that he would leave evidence behind. Such a waste. Some of those books he burned were centuries old, but luckily for us, I was able to salvage some from the flames. Oh, a great many prizes. Treatises on the nature of death, tables upon tables of autopsy analyses, but only one item of true value. Octien's diary. Based off of what I've read in these pages, Ventrinio has been working on an island off of Cluricon. I'm afraid the Dark Wood of Cluricon still hides our Tuatha enemies. But this young lady, Aileen Shear, says she has a solution for that. When you reach Ventrinio, beware. He is certainly a genius, but complicated. He may try killing you the second time for good measure. His mind may be dangerous, but it holds the secret to entering Alabastra, and you must find it. Oh, I will. In fact, I believe I'll be staying in Edessa to offer what support I can. With Octien out of the way, the people will be needing a new Templar, after all.
You defeated Octien and exposed his scheming, thereby proving that unmaking the threats of fate is often as important as measuring and spinning them. Plus 5% experience bonus. Okay.
My old colleague, Ventrinio Desalini. For a time we worked together under Templar Octien. He was a brilliant scholar, but a terrible person. Octien's journal shows that Ventrinio's assistant died during an important mission into the heart of Alabastra. I don't know how to say this, but the date of the assistant's death is shortly before you came back to life.
Was I his assistant? Huh. Also, can I please finish this quest that I have with her now? I don't want this one. I want On the Watch. Okay, I don't need any of these. I just want to see if I can finish the quest with Joriel. Then we level up and then we're done for today. But really, I want to know if I can finish this quest with Joriel. Because I haven't been able to talk to her about it for like at least an hour. And I don't know if that was just because we had this main quest going that was blocking things. I would assume so. So let's just try and see if we can find her real quickly. Upstairs, upstairs, upstairs. All the way around.
What?
You've gotten to Bruton then. This was not the outcome I had anticipated. That you were able to deal with it is gratifying. Killing Bruton should send a message to his masters to stop their plans. I heard what he said about my death. It seems I am indebted. With any luck, the serpent will not bite without its fangs. Our business can be concluded. You have proven capable beyond measure. As a reward, I give you the deed to Sandstone Villa. It is now yours, completely.
Ta-da!
If you wish, you may make improvements to it at the Grand Bursars. Now there is much I must attend to. I am off.
Alright, goodbye. Nice, so we got a house out of this. Level up real quickly and then we're gonna call it a day. We are in just the same place for both of these, so we're gonna continue with persuasion. Confirm, we're gonna go further to sorcery. We need 35 points in sorcery before we can do this. Oh! We finally have access to one of these. 40% damage received as mana, 20% elemental resistance, 15% melee attack damage, and short range teleport. Yep, we'll go with this. Confirm. Alright, then that's going to be it for today. Thank you guys for joining me today. I hope you had some fun. I hope to see you guys again next week, Saturday, 7 PM Vienna time. Until then, have a good week, take care, stay safe, and see you then. Bye bye.